Good morning, everyone, and welcome to our Friday Celebration Assembly.
Good morning, everyone.
It's really lovely to be here again and to be sharing some fantastic pieces of learning that have been happening at home and also some pieces of learning that have been happening in school. And before we start looking at the individual classes, just want to do a really big shout out to say well done for your engagement with home learning this week. So many more of you have been logging on to Seesaw, completing your daily learning tasks and also joining your Teams meetings. So a really big well done for such an increased effort this week and levels of engagement. I know, Mrs. Killian, you've been checking Seesaw regularly and been seeing some fantastic pieces of learning.
Yeah, there's some really exciting videos, lots of photos from across the whole school, from nursery to year 6, and so many of you are joining in and it's lovely to see. So good effort, everybody.
Great.
Right, on to our stars of the week. So I'm going to start with nursery. And our first star of the week goes to Rihanna. Rihanna's actually been in school this week, so it's been lovely to see her. And she's been working really hard in all her lessons. She's been showing great enthusiasm and has been remembering to put up her hand to answer questions. And she's been answering those questions with confidence. So well done, Rihanna.
Moving on to reception, Ms. Fenzal said that the team have had real difficulty choosing this week because they've received such lovely videos, but they've decided to go for Sierra. She completes all of her learning and always does it with a huge smile on her face and using lovely manners. And I think that the reception team were particularly impressed with the additional learning that Sierra had done this week, responding to some different questions online. This is just a screenshot of Sierra busily working at home. This is one of the videos that she would have created for her Seesaw this week. So very well done to you, Sierra.
On to year 1, and our year 1 star of the week this week is Dexter. And I have to agree with Miss Lopez when she says that Dexter's been working incredibly hard this week. He's been working really hard in all of his areas of learning and making sure that he uploads his work for everybody to see. And what's really important is that at times if Dexter's feeling a little bit tired or not feeling very motivated to work, he still continues to upload his work and he draws lots of energy to do this. Miss Lopez says that he's been very persistent and very brave, and this week he's surprised us with the English work that he's done, which was to invent and draw a story map, and she says that his imagination was fantastic. And I've got a lovely picture here of Dexter working on his writing, and I know that he's been working hard on his phonics to help him with his spellings to do this as well. So well done, Dexter.
Moving on to year 2. And we've actually got 2 children listed for year 2 this week. First off, we have Anna, who's done some fantastic work in geography. She's been sending also audio clips to Mr. Knight explaining all of her various learning and reasoning. We have a fantastic map of the world. We've got all of the continents of the world that Anna has labelled there. Great to see some geography learning happening at home during our period of closure. And Lewis also gets a mention this week as well. So nice, given that Dexter has had a shout out. Lewis as well. So obviously lots of learning going on in that household this week. Lewis has been doing some fantastic writing at home and he's been using suffixes and alphabetical order really effectively. And there's some great words on here. You won't be able to see them, but suffix of MENT, we've got words such as development, excitement, punishment, some really great handwriting from Lewis there. And he looks really proud of the work that he has produced. So very well done to you, Lewis.
So whilst you've had 2 children from year 2, I've got 2 pieces of work from one child that has really impressed Miss Sadowitz in year 3. So our year 3 star of the week goes to Freddie. He's been working incredibly hard this week to put in lots of effort into every single one of his lessons, really impressing Miss Sadowitz. And we've got an example here of his maths work, where not only has he set his work out really neatly, but he's taken the time to explain his reasons as to why his answers are correct, which I think is a very important mathematical skill, not just looking at the answer, but actually explaining how he got there. And he's also been working really hard on a newspaper article to do with the Queen's Nose text that they've been looking at as a class. So well done, Freddie. Amazing learning happening in all areas this week. Well done, you.
And also we have Tyler in year 4. Now Tyler has also been attending our community classroom, but what's interesting is where Tyler's doing some work here, Mr. Vallet may be at home doing all of his teaching, but he's still checking in and seeing the work that Tyler has been doing. And Mr. Vallet says Tyler's been actively engaged and where there are improvements to be made, Tyler is responding to comments, improving his work, and he's been really active in the community classroom, which shows real dedication to his learning. And the sample of work that we have from Tyler is his fractions this week. So really good to see that Tyler is getting to grips with our new way of doing maths problems and our new method for setting out our maths work. So very well done to you, Tyler.
So a bit of a similar theme on in year 5 this week for our star of the week. Thinking about editing and responding to work. I know that a lot of your teachers would have spoken to you this week, showing you how you can actually see when a teacher has marked your work and how you can then go back and improve it. In the same way that we would do that in school, it's really important to continue to do that at home as well. If you're not sure how to see when a teacher has commented on your work, speak to them during your next daily chat. So Star of the week for year 5 is Aisha. Aisha, you've really impressed Miss Heron, Miss Hackett and Miss Naeem this week because you've been responding to many pieces of work, editing it, going back and improving, making sure that you're working and improving your learning at all times. So well done you, Aisha.
And in year 6 Bristol this week, we have got Dahlia. And Dahlia has been chosen as the star of the week for her engagement on Seesaw, especially in her writing and science. We've got a fantastic piece of writing here from Dahlia. This is all about paleontology, the origins of life on Earth, and interesting information on geology and fossils. So great piece of learning, and well done for engaging so well, Dahlia, this week.
Lovely. And our final star of the week in year 6, Sheffield, goes to Samatar. Well done, Samatar. Miss Joanna this week has been impressed about how you've been ensuring that you understand your home learning by asking her lots of questions at appropriate times. You took part in a small maths session one afternoon this week with Miss Joanna to make sure that if there was something that you didn't understand, you understood it to then carry on with your home learning independently. So well done, Samatar. Really mature approach to your learning.
Excellent. I think we also need to give a huge shout out in our celebration assembly to all of your teachers and co-teachers this week, whether they've been working at home or whether they've been working at school. It's taking a real bit of time to adjust into working remotely, being on our laptops all the time, responding to your emails and messages. So a huge shout out to them. And I think also to the parents at home as well. Some really fantastic pieces of learning, and they wouldn't be happening without your support. So parents, if you were here, we'd be saying a very big well done to you as well, and a shout out for your fantastic help with the home learning. Lovely and sunny today to end our week. It may even be a little bit of snow at the weekend, so we'll see what happens over the weekend, and if we have that. And just be thinking this weekend when you're at home. I know that obviously everybody's in, and that can be challenging. But what random act of kindness could you do at home for your family this weekend? Could you tidy your room? Could you help by doing the dishes? Have a think, what could you do? And maybe let us know next week the random act of kindness that you chose. Thank you for joining us this morning for our celebration assembly. Have a lovely weekend. I will say goodbye.
Bye, everybody. See you next week.